Okay, we're back in the car, or the exhaust is back in the car. I just threw those bolts in and lined up everything. I'm using jack stands, and I just put everything back up on its hangers. And now this is lined up perfectly. So what I'm going to do is just put a couple welds in there, just real quick, just to hold it together. Then we're going to take it off and finish the welds on the bench. That should be enough to hold it together. I'm gonna remove everything and I'll bring it back. Alright, here's the back piece. Since I welded over here, I'm kind of gonna work over here a little bit so it doesn't try to flex up this way. So, came out okay. It's a little ugly in the beginning. Where is it? The beginning is a little ugly. Yeah, right here. My wire speed wasn't really set right. I could go in and do the inner lip. I mean, I probably will, just to make sure there's no leak so it doesn't bite me in the ass. So, yeah, I might do that. I decided to not do the inner lip. I'm pretty confident in my welds. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass. Okay. We're going to do the same thing to this one. Here we go. It's actually turned out not too bad. I'm pretty confident that that's not going to leak. I also shined a light through it, and there was no light coming through, so I think we're good to go. Alright, I didn't show it because I mean, it's pretty simple and I'm getting tired and want to be done, but I put the exhaust back on, just bolted on with the 2 bolts through the flange, and then put the O2 connector back in so you can kind of see it. Next, we'll put the back one on. Alright, I forgot we had to deal with this broken stud. I cleaned up this a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weld this nut on the bottom and just thread it all the way through. So this should be relatively simple, hopefully. Alright, that shouldn't break. So let's see if that worked. Hopefully I didn't mess up the hex too bad. Alright, so we're gonna have to go that way. Yeah, it's working. She's working. It's coming out. Yeah, you gotta make sure to not mess up the hex when you are welding. I kind of did a little bit, but I've learned the really hard way that you shouldn't do that. There it is. Okay, this is the moment of truth here to see if it all fits up, and I think it will. Alright. Forgot the gasket. Hold on, I'll bring you back. Alright, in an attempt to gain better access. Can I even reach it? I don't even know if I can reach it. Alright, let's see if that makes access any easier. Damn, I really need like a stubby. I might have to cut one of my wrenches. Yes, I just cut one of my wrenches and it works. I'll just weld it back together when I'm done. and then it should be good to go. Alrighty, we can see here that it all comes together perfectly. So let's see, I got some new bolts here, and actually first I need to put in the gasket. So let's put that on. Alright, so I just have a very long extension on this inner one. And I'm just going to tighten it up from back here. Again, you got to be careful here because these will break. I think that's probably fine the way it is now. Okay, let's start it up and see if there's any leaks. Okay, here we go. Sounds pretty good. Nothing here. What about in the middle at our new joint? Nothing. Oh, that makes me happy, man. Let's check up top. Gotta watch let the cooling fans turn on. Nothing. Nice. This is a successful repair. Look at that. You can hardly even tell that it was cut in half and welded back together. Not bad. Definitely not as strong, but it'll get the job done, I think. Alright guys, that'll be a wrap for this video. That took me a good 4.5 hours, and I think altogether it was around 60 bucks. The new exhaust pipes kit, that whole kit was like 30 bucks, and then I had to, because I had to replace the rear split flange gasket and the bolts, that was another 30 bucks, so it was 60 bucks altogether. It took me 4.5 hours, but I'm happy that I got some good video on it. I haven't been posting much videos on this channel because I've been working on my new channel. I'll put some videos up here where I'm doing metal casting and machining, building my steam engine completely from scratch, melting down metal, making the parts, machining them. If you're into that kind of stuff, go check it out. If not, you want to learn about machining and metal casting, check it out as well. I don't have many subscribers yet, but I've been posting there recently. So, see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching.